Thank you for that introduction. Now on to the next point. It shouldn't just stop at you should have to have a drug test to be on welfare. You should also sign up to have a drug test to get on it, to be eligible for it, and also random drug tests throughout being on welfare. So I believe that how our government currently runs the welfare system is not the best for our country, since there is no drug testing required. Throughout my life, I've had various jobs which usually have required me to submit an initial drug test in order to get the job and random drug testing thereafter. Never once did I feel that I was being treated unfairly by being required to submit to a drug test because it is the best interest of the employer as well as the other employees. Therefore, if someone would like to receive benefits for their government, they too should be required to submit an initial drug test as well as random ones. If someone is required to submit to drug testing in order to secure a job and in return pays taxes to the government to support those welfare, the people on welfare should also be required to submit to as well as pass a drug test. Random drug testing should be required for those on welfare as well. They can be given a 24-hour notice and then have to show up at the designated place within the 24 hours to take the drug test in order to stay on welfare. A random drug test is important to ensure that the government aid is being used for the correct purposes and that tax dollars are not being used to support someone's drug habits. If there was a scheduled drug test that consistently showed when the test would be given, then the person would know not to use any drugs in order to pass the test. However, if the drug tests are random, it'd be more accurate indication of their everyday situation, rather than something that can be planned for in order to give an accurate portrayal of their situation. State Senator Tim Schafer stated in the Blaze newspaper, "The drug epidemic is tearing families apart, and if taxpayer dollars are fueling it, the government has to bring it to a stop." If the state senator believes that there needs to be a change in the way the government's welfare system is run, then American people, as well, should also be concerned with where their tax dollars are going and what exactly they are funding. In order to ensure that the families that actually need the money to feed their children and support their families receive it rather than the ones that simply use it to support their drug addiction, the government should enforce or require drug tests for all welfare participants. This would not only confront Americans in knowing that their tax dollars are being put to good use, but it would also be more beneficial to the families that actually need the money and use it for the intended purposes. You know, the whole thing behind the drug test, I'm real passionate about it, and because I've had friends that have got busted on drug tests because they messed up one time working for their families. They lost a job and knowing they needed to support their kids. So what if we're paying the taxes and they're using it for drugs and taking food out of their kids' mouths? And I just do not support that, and there needs to be a better way to control the drugs being bought from the welfare money. Thank you. And on to the next group member.